Man, this is gonna be a good one. So the LS swapped Honda Accord, this car right here, 1988 Honda Accord LS1 T56 5.7 liter V8. Anyways, so this car right here, we have the back frame section, we have the front frame section, and then we also have the trans mount. In this video, I want to make all of that come together. Also, my Project Pepto, my 1998 Acura Integra, I fixed the brakes on that. We got rid of the sound deadening on this. We did a lot while I wasn't filming, but I'll fill you in on everything. Also, merch, you guys absolutely killed it. I'll talk about that a little bit later as well, and let's just get started.
And now, you're watching the gang-affiliated crisis sign language interpreter that slips in gang signs channel of YouTube. Brah. Welcome to Bodie Vision.
Hey, so what is up and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on yet another video. So like I just mentioned, Project Pepto did get fixed. I didn't film any of that just because I wanted to get the car fixed, like I said. So my good friend Mark from Honda Street Garage, he came out, he hooked me up with a brake booster. He gave me a couple different master cylinders and one of those didn't work, but one of them did work, so that's all I needed. Also, one of the soft lines was clogged, so I got a new soft line, new master cylinder, new booster, and we are good to go. The car is stopping just like it should. And that's it. That's great, because now I can take this car out, drive it around, enjoy it again. And Mark, thank you so much for coming out to help me. I will leave all of his information in the description down below. If you've never heard of Honda Street Garage, I don't know why you've never heard about it, but go check it out after you're done watching this video. So like I said, in this video, what I want to focus on is connecting this rear frame section that I completely built out. I want to connect that somewhere in this area, and I want to bring that through. See, I already have this area cut out. Catch this side right here where the trans mount is going to, and that's just the OEM. That's just the OEM trans mount from the GTO, and then we want to connect it somehow to the front frame section that I did to support the front subframe. And also you can see we got all the sound deadening ripped out. Now I know most YouTubers would spend an entire video showing you that process, but there's just so many videos of that out there, and I'm not most YouTubers. I just wanted to get that ripped out and keep this thing rolling. TWC for measured twice. Man, so this rail, I feel like this ties it together perfectly. I just have this little gusset that I'm gonna put in there. That's a 1/4 inch gusset. I'm gonna put it there, and that 45 perfectly matches this 45. And then I have a plate up here, so we're gonna be welded all in there, all the way around, all the way in there. Gusset right there, that's gonna be welded out of the car and then placed in the car. And then this runs this way, and this perfectly ties into that mount right there. That's perfect. When I built this a bunch of weeks back, we had planned for having to have a bar here, so this was just sitting waiting for this, and now here it is. And now what we got to do, we got to figure out exactly how we're going to run this to go up the firewall a little bit, and then eventually tie into up front. So let's do some math. All right, so now that it's time to do a little bit of math, what I'm going to draw right here, that actually represents the floor. So this angle right here is 140 degrees. Now we already have this length, so I'm kind of stuck at the length that that bottom 2x2 is. So here's what the bottom 2x2 is, and we know we want that 140 degrees. We want this from right here to be 140. So if we continue this plane, now this flat plane is a 180, so 140 plus what equals 180? 140 plus 40 equals 180. So this 2x4 down right here needs to be a 140 degree angle right there and right there. 40 degree right there. That also means that this right here is 140 degrees. this is 40 degrees, so on and so forth, if you kept making a whole bunch of planes that way. But then that also means this 2x2 coming this way, this angle right here is also 140. So we need to make this 2x2 have this angle cut, which is actually the exact same angle as this angle cut on that other 2x2. So we're going to have an opening right here, and it's going to butt together perfectly right here. So this 140, 40, 140, and then that's also 140, meaning this right here is also 40, because on this plane and this plane, those run parallel, this plane and this plane runs parallel. So all in all, they will all work, and that's how I figured out what cuts I need. So we're focusing on this angle right here and this angle right there, and then once I place it in the car, you can see that it fits perfectly in there, and it's just sitting there. We're going to be tweaking it around or messing with it a little bit. And also this top angle was the same exact angle that we made the others, because I just want to put a top flat piece right there. So that's how the piece is gonna look. And then coming in, we got the 2x3, but we have the 2x3 sitting sideways, so this 2-inch relationship fits perfect with this 2-inch piece. Even though it's 3 deep, it's not gonna matter. And then we're gonna have a cap on there, gussets over there. And if it's kind of hard for you to understand those cuts inside the car, I have the other side, or the driver's side, sitting right here. So you can see that's the open cut. This is also the open cut. So that sits just like that, and that fits together perfectly right there. So this angle right here is 140, that's 40, and then the way that we can check our work is this is just a remnants piece that I had left over from all the crazy cuts. This is the same exact angle, and then that path runs perfectly through there. So every time that it's either 40 degrees right here or 140 degrees right here. This angle is the same exact angle as this angle, because that could still continue to run flat through, and then all of them are the same. So the only angles that I ever did was that same exact angle, and that's how we made it work. So now they're welded out. I welded them outside because it was going to be a lot easier to get all the angles that I needed to get on the outside of the car. So now all of the areas that it's going to be touching the floor, that was marked and then cleaned up as everything was out. Now they're in the car for the last time. They're going to be welded in there. And also, one thing, you might be concerned about where that rail is with the pedals and the brake pedal, gas pedal, clutch pedal. I'm not worried about it at all, because I'm going to have to make the pedals custom anyways. So I'm gonna put the strength where it needs to be and then work around it, rather than having the strength work around something that can be changed like a pedal. Man, so at this point it is just tacked in there. It's not completely done, but I mean, I think this looks crazy. crazy. Just a couple of days, I didn't have any faith in the strength of this car, but now at this point, I'm just like, I mean, dude, that is solid. It's crazy the amount of strength that we have, and it's all tied through from the corner, B-pillar, all the way going through the floor. Now, in the coming video, I think the next step is probably gonna be that back area. We gotta focus on getting that back to be tied down. Then we can get the car on the ground. I can't put the car under its own weight quite yet just because the frame isn't set. And then we can finally put it on the ground, have it sit under its own weight, and that's gonna be monumental for sure. Now, I know at the beginning of this video I mentioned that I wanted to talk about merch, and in my last video I announced it that it was officially available, and you guys absolutely killed it. I don't have much left, and because of the whole virus thing going on, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get more stuff. So if you want to get your hands on some of the merch, I have this shirt, the shirt with that logo on it, then I also have one with the eagle, this hat, also I have the key tag right here that I've had for a while now on my keys, the hand-built Bodie Vision key tag, and then I have a dad hat, and I think that's all I have for right now, and that's probably all I'm gonna have for a little while, again because of all of this virus stuff. So if you're interested in getting your hands on some of this merch that's pretty exclusive, because again, I don't know when I can get more, make sure you check out the website. The link will be down in the description below. And I think that's gonna be it for this one, you guys. Let me see where these people are. My girls are out of work because of the virus. Baby.
I'm going in a boat.
A boat. A boat. She's gonna go in a boat. Alrighty. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video, comment, subscribe, do all the stuff. You know what it is, YouTube. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.